Magic win the game! 102-101, a great comeback victory for your Orlando Magic tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. Mm-hmm. Fantastic comeback, showing the true heart that this team has. We're going to break it down for you. Big 102-101 victory.
Yeah.
A good time. We got to watch this one.
And thank God we didn't listen to your father's advice and turn it off in the third.
That's right. I feel like he learned a valuable lesson about faith. There's a man who goes to church a lot, but he had lost faith in the Orlando Magic somewhere around the second quarter, I think.
Yeah,
and the minute the third once the third didn't start out well, he was considering he would have gone. He would have left.
Yeah.
And he would have missed a hell of an ending.
Right.
And that's what you get for walking out early on things. You got to stick with things. This team isn't giving up on games, so you shouldn't give up on them.
No. And it was a nice moment, you know. Sometimes the kids at school, they teach me something.
Yep.
And that was an example of someone younger bestowing some wisdom on an elder.
It was.
And it really paid off.
It was good. It was good.
Didn't see it coming, though. I mean, he
he
wasn't
had excellent
wrong.
points.
He had some points, all right? There were some points here. After three quarters, 7 minutes left in the game. So into the fourth quarter, we're down 83-68. That's a 17-point deficit. And in that last 5 minutes, the Magic outscored the Brooklyn Nets 34-18 to end the game. And you just love that they can finish like this. And we were trying to counsel Uncle Bernie and say, hey, you know, it's going to be all right. They've actually come back, Uncle,
right.
Like this in the past couple weeks. So the fact that this is not out of the ordinary is important for this group, I think, and shows the resilience that they have, because when we did the pod a couple weeks ago, episode 73 coming out soon, later tonight or tomorrow, we talked about these 7 games. And I think we said optimistically 2, and then if you really want to be a fan, go for 3.
Yep.
And I got to look right now, but I think that's what they got. At least 3, maybe 4.
We got 3, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, hey, you come out of this, now you got the Pistons, you got somebody else that's easy and somebody else that's not too hard, and you can get some wins here, and then Paolo Banchero's back, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's working out pretty well. The team doing just enough to stay afloat in that number 4 spot right now without our stars, which, you know, if we could have told you that at the beginning of the injury, I think you all take that, right? That's a fantastic place to be. Game was a little weird because for me, I didn't know a lot of Brooklyn Nets. As it turned out, I did know them as the game went on. I just didn't know where they were or who they were. I still don't know who Clowney is, but he was sporting a haircut that kind of made it easy to realize he was the clown. They had several Johnsons, a lot of basic names on this team. Martins, they got a couple Martins. They got a Melton off the bench and a Milton. It's comical, honestly, that they have all these really simple, easy names. But they just made a trade, so they're missing 2 very important players for them, and then obviously the incoming D'Angelo Russell. So yeah, they're a little down on folks, and obviously, like you said, they're the land of misfit toys over there.
Yeah,
there's just a lot of leftover These are all guys that were on other teams, kind of just left out in the cold. And
it's a puzzle without the corner pieces. There's no edges to this team. There's no real shape to this team. But we're not going to give them any sympathy here, Pich, because we're knocked up too, and our guys came through.
No, but we build the border first on our puzzles.
Yes.
And that's why I knew that if we could chip away at this and start to put some pressure on them, oh, this one's slipping away from us, that they would fall apart. And I said that, and I knew that they would. I did not expect to get, huge contributions from Caleb Houston tonight in the clutch, hitting a big 3 where I was like, ooh, but all right, sure.
Drop,
at least
baby.
He shoots 3s. That's what he's here to do. And he did it tonight. Cole Anthony, an unexpected hero at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, TDS is playing some amazing basketball right now to the point where you're almost oh, is this kid is he him? Is he him adjacent? Because he might be. You love to see that kind of player growth from a guy who's in his rookie season, just kind of thrust in and told, hey, you're going to get a lot more minutes now. Do what you got to do.
Career
Impressive.
night.
This is why you get somebody. This is why you draft somebody who's a longtime college player. They're a lot more mature. They're more ready to go. I mean, even Franz, Suggs in their first year weren't quite doing this kind of stuff this early in their career like he is, but he seems a lot more mature. So he's a good add for this team for sure.
And he has to be, he's forced into reps right now. Like there's nobody else to bring up the ball, do any ball handling. He's getting the team into offensive sets. Career night for Tristan da Silva, 21 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. Plus 23, Pich. He's got to be your plus-minus player of the game.
He's a breakout star, man. I feel like he's a contender for Rookie of the Year at this point. I know there's a key NBA rookie ladder. I'm saying get this man some respect, get him up some rungs. He should be turning some heads and getting people to know his name.
I think he was 8 the last time we looked.
Okay.
And then the previous ladder, which I don't know if they do these weekly or
he
monthly.
scored no points against the Knicks, so that didn't help.
That didn't help. But he went from not being on the ladder at all to being number 8.
Right.
So
he's making
whenever
moves.
the next one comes out, maybe sniffing the top 5.
Not a lot of rookies are blowing people away this year, and I'm just saying with the importance of what he's meant to this team so far,
and holding it
he's
together.
got to be considered in there. So, but when you want to talk about people who's holding things together, you've got to talk about the hot magma core at the energy. He's the energy surge in the middle of this pack right now that's running everything, and his name is Goga. This man's hustle, his grit. He's out there. He's in guys' shorts today. He was getting mad at calls. He's manning up down there, and he's doing big man shit. God damn it, I love that guy. We're not winning games right now without Goga. He's the glue guy.
Absolutely, he's the Goga glue. And the last, it's a foul called on him. He's getting dragged down on a missed shot, and then we go to the line, and he hits a couple big free throws.
Yep.
Like, that's not something a big man normally does, but Goga just being solid, counting on him for boards, putbacks, 19 and 11 with 5 assists for Goga, 2 steals and a block. This shouldn't be, it feels a little bit like deja vu because when the Magic went on a winning streak last season, who was at the center of that? Goga Bitadze. That's when Wendell Carter had gone injured. Goga Bitadze comes back. And he's playing. I think he's cemented himself as the center now.
Yeah.
I actually like Wendell Carter Jr. more as a 4. I think that's a little bit of the problem with the construction of our team. We got a lot of 4s.
He played, to his credit, because I've given him a lot of shit, and I will continue to give him a lot of shit. But he played pretty well tonight in the reduced role that he played. He looks more comfortable in that role. But also the Nets don't have a lot of interior bigs. That they're trying to do big man shit in there. So it didn't force him to be a defender in the paint tonight or dominate in there. But he did have a couple of dunks, and he was taking advantage of the inside. And even Isaac was playing a little bit better on the inside tonight. I believe he had 9 boards as well.
Yeah.
I like if those guys are going to play like that on a more regular basis, A, we stop bitching about their crappy play, and B, we're going to win more games. It cannot just be one guy. Goga, again, is the glue. But I feel like because he's going so hard, he's kind of forcing those other guys, look, this is the level I'm bringing, and I'm supposed to be like third string on this. I'm not supposed to crack this lineup for minutes. Right? No one expected that. At the beginning of the
season, we were wondering what's going on with Goga. Is he going to see any time?
And now I am made myself a bona fide starter while you guys just fucked around for a while and did nothing. So now it's up telling them to up their game, I think. It would embarrass me if I was a player and I just got passed over by somebody who makes way less money than me.
That's the theme of this year, though. Coach Mosley, it's competition now, man. No one's guaranteed any minutes. We've seen it with Cole, who ends up being the hero of the game. And an awesome joke from Dante, because the play was drawn up from Tristan da Silva. He tells Tristan, you weren't getting that ball back once Cole got it at the end of the interview.
Right.
And Cole just kind of saw a lane. There was some chaos, and who thrives in chaos? Cole Anthony gets an easy layup. He's had a tough year, man, but he's staying hungry. He keeps coming. He keeps coming back. He's rewarded by coach tonight, gets 17 minutes. With Anthony Black out, we needed that.
Especially when Suggs went down.
Yeah, Suggs
Still
out,
unsure.
Second quarter-ish. I couldn't even figure out what that was. Don't know what's going on there. Anthony Black didn't play because of back spasms, so we were short, but again,
Corey Joseph played some good minutes, at least ball handling. He knows what to do. He brings it up. Everybody who played for us, I think, had a time where they brought the ball up court at some point. Which
you have to.
Which is
not enough bodies.
Bananas. Wendell was doing it. J.I. was doing it. But of course, this is a 1-point win. This is a game I thought we could win easily with this current squad. We had to make a fierce comeback to do it. The 3-point shooting is still not there. And I cannot stand watching Goga, Wendell, and Isaac shooting threes.
Yeah.
When, like, I mean, if there's no one inside in front of you, go ahead and take a couple steps in and make that more makeable jumper for you.
Yeah.
Goga can make those. He made a couple tonight that are like that. But, like, they seem to feel, and I think this is the whole NBA feels this way, that, like, well, if I'm out here already, I might as well take a step back and make it worth 3.
Right.
But a lot of players are going to make a higher percentage just a step or two inside that line.
Yeah.
And that's still worth 2 points. So those are still valuable. If I remember correctly, when the ball goes through the hoop,
that counts.
you still get points for that.
You do indeed.
And that's good. So the missed threes, you don't get points for. So either get better at the threes and keep that same game, or actually go inside. Or, you know, if a big man can shoot that weird mid-range jumper, they call it mid-range, even if it's
That
still pretty
18-footer.
outside, then that really brings guys out of the paint to defend it.
That's true, man.
Right? Like, if you're going to shoot a 3, a lot of times they just go, well, I'll let him have that. But if he's going to try to shoot that 18-footer, they're probably going to step up on you. It's going to lead for more baskets towards the rim, because we dominate inside the paint tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any answer for what we were doing in there, which is good, because that's at the center of our game. But honestly, the way things break down, we look at this as a good victory because of the comeback. But if we lost this game the way it was going for 3 quarters,
Yes.
3.5 quarters almost, it's kind of a little embarrassing. It would have been a bad look for the squad. I'm glad they came back for morale's sake.
Yeah, it definitely would have been ugly, especially with this hamstrung Nets team. But as bad as the Magic were playing, the Nets were just worse. They just a team kind of in turmoil, not really trying to win. Although, who's this guy? What was the Jalen Wilson?
Jalen Wilson.
Man,
we learned a lot of guys
He hit
today.
3 threes in a row. You got to tip the hat to him. I never heard of this man before. Yeah, we're certainly learning these deep bench guys. 16 points for him. He tried his damnedest, but
Oh, yeah, they didn't have Bogdanovich either today.
the Magic pulled it out. In the last 8, Pich, we beat the Suns, lost to the Bucks, lost to the Knicks, lost to the Thunder, beat the Heat, beat the Celtics, lost to the Heat, lost to the Knicks, beat the Nets. So that's 4-4 in the last 8. And again, with Paulo and Franz out, Jalen being nicked up through this part, then Moritz goes down. 4-4 sounds awesome. Hopefully we've got Paulo coming back. The news has been good.
Yeah, seems good.
Within the next 3 games,
Right.
sometime.
We've already seen him doing basketball things. I don't know why they won't let him touch other people while playing basketball, but
Yeah.
seems like that's the next step.
It's imminent. It's imminent. The touching is imminent. And if you haven't yet, please touch that like button. Touch that subscribe button. Go over and check
Do
out
it.
our full-length podcast. Hopefully 73 will be up when you watch this or soon thereafter.
Yeah, we're not making you watch those ridiculous videos where you're just sitting waiting for the next button.
The skip. Yeah.
The skip.
You just came in here.
You just came in.
We are monetized, but no
We're here.
ads here. So we appreciate you doing all that, sharing the content, letting us know in the comments what you thought of this game.
We don't have to sell out to commercials makers like Good Greek Movers. I don't know if you guys saw this commercial during the game, but the owner of Good Greek Movers decided he wanted to do a commercial with one of our players. And I see him walk into the gym, and look, hey, there's Cole Anthony, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
This is good.
This should be good, right? Like, who's got more charisma on the squad than him? Right?
Nobody.
He's 10 pounds of charisma in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
So let's have it. And then he walks in and basically says, Good Greek Movers will help you move. And then Cole Anthony and Cole says that to him, and then the guy goes, yes, that's right. We can help you move locally or even across the country. And then Cole looks at him and goes, all right. Can we just sing the song? And, you know, the song to us is now the Orlando
Right.
Magic hype.
Orlando
That's been the thing.
Yeah.
But apparently there's some Good Greek Movers song that they, Good Greek Movers help you move. Yeah. And it's like, what? Why waste your sir at Good Greek Movers? Why waste your good hard-earned dollars on Cole Anthony and waste the
Right.
charisma that he has? You could have gotten anyone on that team for less, right? Wendell Carter probably would have done it for less charisma. That's fine. You don't need charisma for that commercial because it's a crap commercial. I'm just saying, and whoever Cole's agent is, I don't care how big the dollar amount is, it's not a good look, fam. Almost every time you've seen Cole Anthony on video, it was better than this.
Yeah, I feel like if you're doing something with Cole, you got to get him in the creative process.
I think so.
Even if it costs me another pain in one more day,
Right.
I feel like the juice I'm going to get out of that is going to be well worth the squeeze.
Now, I bet if you take a look at the deep cuts, I bet some of the stuff that hit the cutting room floor was probably real good.
I bet it was gems.
I bet there was some good stuff
when
there.
He was just riffing.
Yeah, because I bet he thought there was going to be more to it when he did it.
Right.
And then that's what they went with. And he's like, yeah, that doesn't represent me the best. But when you hit the game-winning shot on the same game, people tend to forget about good Greek movers, but not me.
Well, I think that's it for this reaction, Pich.
Yes, that's it for this reaction. It's also it for my week in Bridgeport here, back in the studio.
Yeah, it really sucks. I'm gonna be bummed to see you go, man. It's bittersweet, but we'll see you in Dallas once we get that direct flight from New Haven, baby. Come on.
It's coming soon.
And we're coming soon to Orlando, too. We are rescheduling, looking at a date in March. So keep your eyes out for that, Second Cousins.
Ooh, March Madness. Let's do it.
All right. Well, it's been real.
All right.
Peace out, Second Cousins.
Thanks for coming. Go Magic.